new tyre right for this bike today, so it's a V-rubber 2.75. So I didn't worry about going for a 3.0, and this is going to be for the rear of this motorcycle, or the CT125, and I think that'll give me more grip in that. So I picked it up on eBay, cost me about 45 bucks to purchase and have it delivered. So total cost $45 Australian. So I think it'll be pretty good for what I want. And more importantly, I think I might even have a go at trying to fit it myself. So we'll see how that idea pans out, and I'll get into it shortly and rip this rear wheel off. Okay guys, I've got this fairly secure now, so the bike's nice and stable. First thing I've done is I've removed the chain guard, so the chain guard's out of the way. The next thing, I'll head into the front there and remove the old sprocket and replace it with a 13-tooth front. This is what we're up to now, just to remove this sprocket. So I've already removed the cover plate and that. And by the way, here's a 13-tooth JT sprocket. Had a bit of trouble getting that in Australia after I told everyone last time where to get them from, so I had no choice this time but bring it in from England. So there you see the 14-tooth at the bottom, 13-tooth on top, and you can see the holes line up perfectly on this sprocket. So all's good, I can just fit this back in place now. So like I said, I got this over from England, cost me about $30. All good now, 13-tooth front sprocket on, so now remove the wheel. I've removed the tyre completely, and I've got the rim sitting on the base here for that one. There's a tube out over there. The new tyre levers I used, I bought those on eBay, and they were a pack of 3, and they also come surprisingly with the removal tool for the valve and 4 spare valves, so that was alright. Plus rim protectors. Now I found the rim protectors when I moved it off really were just crap, and they did split open quite easy. It was only the first attempt, so that could have been my error, or they could be just junk, whichever way you look at it. But the 3 irons itself, which come on the kit, that only cost 20 bucks for the whole lot there. That worked pretty well, so I was pretty happy how that goes compared to these more expensive ones here. And I used those on the previous tyre change, and I found those a real nightmare to use, and that's the ones I pinched the tube on. So I'd say this one here for eBay for 20 bucks, pretty happy with that, and that's one I'll carry. This time I'm going to try something different, and this will be, if it works, so like I said, I've never tried it before, so this is my first attempt. I'll have a go at it, and I think they call it the zip tie method, or cable tie method, whatever way, whatever country you're in, and whatever you call it. So that's one I'm going to try on this one, and just see how that goes, and see if I'm more successful doing that compared to what I used last time. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll start it off now. Before we get into the tyre fit, I'll just mention a few things. This tyre I'm putting on is a 2.75, but the tube in this original CT125 was a 250, so I don't know if that'll make much difference or not. So we'll see how that goes. It's about 12 degrees outside here today, and I decided where I had the tyre set up in the original spot, it's a bit sunny there now, so it'll sort of interfere with the filming of the shot. But like I said, it's about 12 degrees, so I've got the tyre out there in the sun warming up. I think that might help, see it's a new tyre, so we'll see how that goes. On the tyre, there's, unlike the one on the CT125, which has got a direction which way the tyre's to go, there's no direction on the other one, so I gather you just put it on and see what happens in that direction. So everything should be all right there. And the final thing is, as far as this clip goes, I'm not doing this really for an entertainment clip for YouTube. I'm hoping to save myself a bit of stress or problems if I ever get out in the scrub. And if I know if I bring out the tyre irons, fair chance I'm going to pinch the tube. Yeah, so this idea using the cable tyres may help me a fair bit. So cable tyres are fairly cheap, and if this goes on with not a great deal of drama, I think it'll be well worth me trouble to try it. So I think I'll bring it over shortly and we'll give it a hit. So first off, I'm just going to tuck the tube inside the tyre and make sure that I don't cause any drama there and cause any kinks or anything like that in it. So just tuck it in nice and easy. Stretch her out a bit. This stop tube almost seems like it's just a shade too small too, but we'll see how things go in that direction. So we put in the first one. Now I want it nice and clean underneath, so it'll be, I'll just sit these about like so. Press it down. So there's the first one there at this stage. I'll just put a run around first with the cable ties, and then I'll come in and tighten them so they're nice and tight. First off, I've got to seat the valve. And I think if I pull this out a bit here, grip it, then try to line her up. No. Get the nut on. Try to get the nut on. Okay, I think that should be alright to kick things off there. Now the hard part, I'll tighten the valve up a bit there. Like I said, I haven't done this before, so might be an idea if I get that tie clip there out of the way. That one there might help. I watched a couple of clips of guys doing this, but believe me, I don't think it's as easy as what they say. But I think it's going on easier compared to when I used the tyre irons. So just put one tyre on. Getting there. I tell you, that was a challenge. Not as easy as it looks. And it didn't look easy. Okay guys, my thoughts are this. You've seen the other blokes on YouTube do it really easy. I don't think it's that easy. My thoughts would be they're set up shots, because this didn't go on anywhere as easy as I looked at one. And I even heated it up, but So it's on. I'll pump it up and see if it holds pressure and hope for the best. But like I said, it was a lot harder to do than what I actually thought it would be, so I was expecting it to be a lot easier like this. But either way, if you get a punch or anything out on the road or in the scrub or anything like that, it's not going to be any picnic, I'd say. We're back over now at the Forza 350, and I'm going to hook up my motor presser pocket pump, and I've got my tyre here. And with this one, the only mistake I made with buying the motor presser pocket pump is I should have bought it with the tyre pressure gauge, and then I could have had on the spot reading. But in the meantime, I've ordered one of the tyre pressure gauges, so that'll be next, and we'll give her a pump up and see if this worked today or whether I'm heading back to the bike shop. Last time I tried this, I put 8 ounces of slime into each tyre and got a bad balance on the back wheel. So this time I'm just going to run 4 ounces. Well, I ran it for roughly under a minute, I think, and then decided to do a quick check, and at this stage it looks like we've got 20 pounds of air in the tyre. And I'm looking at, say, 30 pounds of air, I think, because I checked it when I come out and it was 30. Everything complete now. I've got 32 pounds in the rear tyre, I've got the slime in. Everything's ready to roll, so all I've got to do is put this bike back together, and this bike's ready to head out when the time comes and get into the scrub. So once again, thanks for tuning in, taking a look, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. Catch you later.